The Yakima Valley is the first AVA in the Pacific Northwest. It grows the most wine grapes in Washington State, and it produces the best wine grapes in the entire Pacific Northwest. In 1917, a guy named William Bridgman, who was a lawyer, he decided to plant wine grapes on Snipes Mountain near Sunnyside. And then Prohibition kind of left this veil of darkness over our whole nation until 1933. And then as soon as 1933 came along and Prohibition was repealed, then wine grapes started to blossom in the Yakima Valley. Wineries started to pop up. And then about that same time, a gentleman named Walter Clore arrived in 1937 to the irrigation station here in Prosser. And he started to experiment with wine grapes. And so he started planting them all over the valley. He was the Johnny Appleseed of the Washington wine industry. And he went all over eastern Washington and planted wine grapes. And 30, 40, 50 years of experimentation helped to really set the table for the modern Washington wine industry. And if not for that start, we don't know what really would have happened with wine in this region. What I love about the Yakima Valley is the diversity not only of agriculture as a whole, but just within wine grapes themselves. So you're growing Riesling next to Cabernet, next to Syrah, next to Pinot Noir, next to Semillon. And the fact is that in most areas of the world that can't be done. The geology of this region is fascinating because you have millions of years of lava flows followed by these ice age events that basically carved out this region and created really what it is today. And without irrigation, we wouldn't have agriculture and we wouldn't have wine grapes. Wine grapes need about 12 to 14 inches of water per year just to survive. The sky provides 6 to 8 inches. The rest needs to be applied through irrigation. So the irrigation systems that were set up basically starting in around 1900, some of those laws that were created and some of those irrigation systems that came into being allowed agriculture to come to this valley. And if not for that, we wouldn't have hops, we wouldn't have wine grapes, we wouldn't have juice grapes or apples or peaches or any of the other things that are grown here. I think the Yakima Valley is the cradle of the Washington wine industry because this is where it began. The wines that come out of here are incredibly complex and very important to the wine industry.